Hey guys, hope you're having an amazing day. In this analysis, we're going to take a look at gold, US oil, and Bitcoin. If you find this one very helpful, please like, share, and subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. This is going to be a continuation chat from our last analysis, which was about 2 weeks ago. And already the market is already live, so we're going to just do a quick review and see what we'll be expecting for this week. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the technical aspect of the market, and we're not going to be going into the fundamental aspect of it, so it's going to be pure technical only. Now, if you're looking at the charts, you can see the chart of XAU-USD, which is gold, and this is the 4-hour charts. And if you look closely, you can see our long-term trend and our current market situation. So this has been a trend from early January 2025. You can see that gold has been in a very in a long bullish trend with multiple tests on the supports and we have this currently right here. So I'm going to zoom in and we'll show what's currently happening in the market. So following the last all-time high at 3500, so gold fell into a descending channel, which is more like a correction because the trend is still up, where it was the year to break this long-term channel, long-term trend rather. So this is what we have here. So we can see the first setback and correction, uh, drawback, and reverses and stuff like that. So right now we are currently in this channel, which is very important. So now that we're in the channel, I'm going to zoom in to see what is happening inside this trend. So now we can see we have multiple tests on the short-term consolidation, and most likely I'm expecting us to get a breakout. So I'm not working with the 1 hour chat pattern. I'm working with 4 hours, but we're just trying to zoom in to see what's happening inside the market. So this is what we're currently seeing right now. I'm expecting to get a full breakout above this trend, the upper trend, that's above 3330, and I'm expecting to see a higher price action movement. So right now we're just going to get a consolidation, and this has been going on since last week, which was 25th of May, and this is already a new month. Currently we're in June, and I'm expecting that June should be a bullish month for gold. So previously I was thinking we could likely see this trend, have a test on this long-term channel again, but that may not happen. You can see right now we're currently on the 200 day moving average on our 4-hour time frame. Excuse me, on our 4-hour time frame, and this is still gonna hold because price is currently around the 200 day moving average, which is definitely having that is support in this particular case. And I think we won't see price break so much below. And even if we do it, most time it doesn't last for long. So we're gonna get this break, very soon. So guys, if you're taking a trade on gold, if you're on a sell, you should be very careful. You can get caught up in a bear trap. You don't want to be on that. Always work with the trend, especially in a chart like this, where some SMGs are actually being found, and we have a lot of multiple corrections like this. So this is a close space. If we're lucky, we will see price drop down to 3200. That will be a great time to buy and load up your long entries. But if we're not lucky, and which of course is not like unlucky, but we just get higher prices, so we can get price around 33.40. That's a good entry because right now this current price it's too risky to buy or sell around this area because I mean price could I'll just pick up a tool. Price could play like this, it could from here go up and then drop back down again, and again we could see this happen. Or if we're lucky, we could get this happen after the break here, hits here, rebound, and we start, ascending up for higher new highs. That is the most likely case scenario to play out. But of course, it's the trade, it's the charts. Nothing is ever certain until the market decides what it's going to do. So play safe, guys. Wait for a good entry, time the market, and of course, always trade smart. So now we're going to move forward to crude oil. Wow, this is amazing. So this is just today because as the market closed, was somewhere around 60. I was expecting this move last week, but I don't know what happened last week. Because this was a setup I had was would have this breakout and continue going up, but for some weird reasons, I think there was a flash news and we saw oil tanked really low. And this was a terrible thing that happened in the market. This is follow up with Trump's trade escalation, which was just, I think, most likely a bluff. But anyways, it is what it is. So now we're seeing what's already happening in the market. So crude oil has been on uh this is the 30 minutes chart, but crude oil has been on this ascending channel, and I expect to see more price movement on the longer term. So I'm going to zoom out. So on the 4-hour time frame, we can see it clearly. Now price has been, of course, below the long-term support we're having. So right now we're still within this new support zone. So price has been oscillating between this range of 65 and 55. So that's what has been happening. So I'm expecting to get price towards 65 again, and then we could see price start trading downwards back to 56. But on the long term, we have a bearish chart. We have a bearish chart. This is most likely going to keep going down on the long term. I think this is our potential price settling at 50. You know, 55 is more like a base setup, but we're expecting price to go below 50 because long term there is not so much heavy demand for crude oil. Like I said, we're not going to get money into the technical aspect of the market, but this is exactly what I expect to play out. Short term, we just get a short term oscillation. So if you're going to be scalping or day trading, this is a good move for you. You know, work with these moves, and long term, just keep in mind that we're going to be heading out for lower prices over time. So the last thing we're going to be taking a look at is Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is a very, very crazy market. You know, I don't know, for some weird reasons, this cycle has been the worst Bitcoin cycle. Well, you know, there's still hopium that we could see a lot happen in this last 6 months of this last 4 months of the cycle. That's June, July, August, September, and if we are lucky, it might span up to November. But I don't see that happening for too long. But anyways, right now price is still oscillating. I'm gonna zoom into the 4-hour time frame. Price is still oscillating around this our previous all-time high level, which is around 110k and 100. This is most likely just around 110k, but we haven't seen price sustain above that level of 110k, and price has been around this point for quite a while now. You know, and there is not heavy momentum to push the price of the market up. So we're more or less like saying maybe not. Though support is firm. I'm gonna show you guys something. No, support is very firm. I expect don't get it wrong. So we're expecting price to keep up and keep moving upwards, but there is not enough momentum to push it that parabolic, which we are used to in the crypto space, because the crypto space doesn't really work like the Forex market. But right now, that's exactly what we're saying. It's behaving like the Forex market, which is very absurd for Bitcoin. So I'm expecting to see higher gains in the coming months. June, of course, June, July, August. We should see price at least by July. If we're not seeing price around 150k, something is wrong with this cycle. I'm expecting to see 150k at least in July. That will give us enough momentum to push the price up to our expected target, which is around 200k plus before the end of summer, or later in autumn. That should be October, November, that period. But for now, guys, fingers crossed. Trade very safe. I mean, very safe, because the Bitcoin market is very unsettled. But anyways, if you're going for a trade, stick to the buy. Just buy the dips for now, but only on Bitcoin, not on the altcoins. Just focus on the buy for Bitcoin and buy on the dips. This is a good buy entry point. I'm expecting to see price above 120 something k before the end of June, at least, and by July we should be heading towards 130, 140k. All right, guys, this is all we can do. Stay safe, trade smart, and as always, join our Discord community where we'll share real-time market updates and all potential trade signals. All right, guys, cheers, and see you all next week.